Hey guys, how's it going? This is fishing or something here, and today we're gonna be working on my 1991 Pontiac Firebird. Hopefully, we can try to fix this exhaust leak, which is the whole point of this video. We're gonna be working on the exhaust, trying to figure out how to get rid of this exhaust leak. So let's get into this video. Now you may be wondering, Greg, how on God's green earth does your shitbox Firebird have an exhaust leak? You don't even have an exhaust system, right? Which is kind of essential for having an exhaust leak. But hold your horses. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. If you look underneath of my Firebird right here, this exhaust pipe where this O2 sensor is, this is exactly what I mean by exhaust leak. Having this here, it's altering the readings of the O2 sensor, kind of throwing off the idle, but we're gonna see what we need to do to fix this, and I've got just the parts to fix it, I hope and I pray. And here are the parts that I bought off of eBay to hopefully fix this. This is called what is called an exhaust bung kit. This specific type is made to be used with band clamps, as you can see. So what this is essentially, you take this metal bracket here and then you take the two band clamps and put a gasket behind it and then cinch it down on your exhaust. I'm not sure what these are intended for. If they're intended for like you fabricate an exhaust yourself and you need to put another O2 sensor on there, perhaps. I think that's what these are for, but I'm using this as a fix-it part. So now that I'm under here looking at it, I'm not gonna lie, this is not going to come out with a wrench. I'm going to have to just go straight for the angle grinder and just grind that little bit on the side of it off right there, right here. So after about like 5 seconds of angle grinding, I just took my 22mm flare grip wrench, literally turned it like 1/10 of a turn, and that thing just popped straight loose. No effort, no nothing. So at this point, I'm going to grind down this little peak right here that is behind the O2 sensor and get all this sharp crap all taken care of and ground out and cut off and all that crap. So let's get into it. So here's where I'm at. Took the grinder to it, took a flat sanding disc, went at it for I don't know how long, for probably about for half an hour. This is where I'm at. And I think I'm good with this. It's kind of flush and flat so I can get that piece up on there. And I will be able to clamp it. I don't know how I'm going to be able to clamp it down with this Y pipe here, right at this intersection, but by God, we're going to figure it out. So here is the O2 sensor that we took out. It has seen better days. Obviously, it's got some metal still on it from, or maybe that's carbon buildup, who the hell knows. But there's definitely metal on it from it being rusted on there, so we're going to hit it with the wire wheel, see if we can clean it up. I should be replacing this, but I don't feel like it right now. I'll get another one sometime else when I fix this, but for now this is just going to have to work. So here's what I'm working with now. So I cleaned up the threads a little bit, and I'm able to screw it in. I'll obviously screw it all the way in when I get it on the car and secured, but it worked. It's working. Got all that crumb out, all that. There's a big old chunk of metal that was in there, in the threads, holding it back. But yeah, gonna get this on with the 22mm wrench. I'm gonna take these band clamps and gasket and throw them on the car now. Bro. Turn that shit off. Oh my God, turn it off! I had to wait for that alarm to go off there. Fucking neighbors, I don't know what the hell goes on there, but it's none of my business. But, here's what I'm looking at now. Clamped on pretty good. I made sure these bands were tightened down to purgatory. This shit ain't going nowhere, so. It looks pretty god awful, but I've seen worse. This is what I'm working with here. I'm going to trim these tag ends off with my snips and tighten this O2 sensor down and hook it back up to the plug. And now I got this stupid plug in which took me a little too long, but it's kind of difficult to do when you can only fit one fist up there, one little hand up there. Hopefully it actually works. Snip. And oh, maybe not. Snip. While I'm here, I'm gonna put a couple more brake line clips up in there from when I did my brake job. She's still a little loose, but it's all right. Just get a couple of them in there real quick. Beautiful. Tell me that's not beautiful, bro. Come on. So here is the first startup with the new O2 sensor bung kit installed and in there. Let's see. See if this thing even freaking starts, because I freaking opened the hatch. When I open the hatch, it kills it. What's the battery level at? Okay, maybe. Oh. So while we're waiting on this piece of junk Firebird to charge, I'd like to talk about today's sponsor for this video. Today's sponsor for this video is my bank account, dumbass. Let's get back to work. Here's the first startup with the exhaust bung kit installed. Let's see. See if it'll start. This is after charging for an hour, so hopefully. Let's see what voltage she just got. Oh, yeah, there she goes. That's it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No check engine light, no nothing. She works. So I just buttoned up the Firebird, took it for a drive, spun it around the block, let it warm up, let it eat. You can probably hear it idling in the background. But I gotta be honest, that car is a completely different car with that O2 sensor reading properly. That thing, you give it gas, that thing takes it and goes, son. That damn car is a completely different car with that O2 sensor fixed. Now that's reading correctly, getting the correct readings. It's not misfiring, doing any other type of bullcrap. It's just running, and running great. And that wraps it up for this video. This is Fishing or Something signing out. Stay ill, stay bastardly. Let's go.